he's willing to stop the fighting. Don't forget,
you think he wants
this
peace?
is
You think Vladimir Putin wants peace?
I think he does, yes. I think he does. I think because
even with the raining missiles
I think he really, his dream was to take over the whole country. I think because of me, he's not going to do that.
Do you trust him?
I think.
Do you trust him?
I don't trust you. I don't trust a lot of people. I don't trust you. Look at you. You come in all shooting for bear. You're so happy to do the interview.
I am
And
happy.
then you start hitting me with fake questions. You start telling me that a guy whose hand is covered with a tattoo doesn't have the tattoo. You know.
All right.
I mean,
Schumer on CNN stopped short of impeaching Trump would be a priority for Dems if they retake. Oh, my God. And you just said the refusal to provoke a fight is the institutional stance of establishment Democrats. Take a swing at the bully, for sake. Thank you. We absolutely. Are you kidding? We already have about 11 billion impeachable offenses. Really? We're going to run on, oh, well, we're not going to do anything about it.
I mean, why not say, I mean, I get where Schumer's coming from. He's probably thinking, well, if we do that, that'll just make him popular again because, you know, all of the MAGA freaks have this reaction of whenever anyone attacks Trump for, you know, doing crimes, they cling to him like, you know, somebody's going to take mommy away.
Yeah, you said, though, and it's on cue, your prediction was correct. As his numbers sink, you said he and everyone around him will go lashing out and attempting to squash the opposition. It will be a dangerous time in America. He's already been screaming about the polls and, you know.
Yeah. And how, you know, how dare they, the press by reporting on the polls is, you know, the enemy of the people. And it's like, you know, okay, well, I guess if they're the enemy of the people, you can use the Alien Enemies Act or whatever on them and deport them or you know, exile them, whatever we want to call for when you take an American citizen and throw them out of the country.
You call it kidnapping is what you call it. I mean, that's the other thing, media. Say what it is. These aren't arrests. These are, you know, plainclothes people in many circumstances kidnapping people. And in some cases, American citizen children with cancer. You know, just like you said, if we get out of this administration as a whole country, every single participant in this parade of horrors needs to be arrested and tried. Yes, and even they will deserve habeas protections. Thank you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
How else do you get back a nation of laws?
Yeah, I mean, the White House put up this along the fence around the White House. They put up all of these photos of supposedly undocumented migrants who were arrested for various crimes, and it says, you know, the mugshot arrested and the crime, and I'm like, all right, they were arrested. Now do the rest. Now do the next part, which is put them on trial, or you know, or get some kind of plea deal or something that makes them prove them guilty or not guilty. Right. That's the next step after arrest, as Donald Trump himself knows.
I mean, it's important how we choose our words, and you always choose them so well. You said our country's being run by terrorists. They're trying to intimidate us into compliance and silence. That's what all of this is. It's to put a chill into other judges, right? Into everybody. Yeah. I mean, you said he's definitely going to sue any pollsters who show he's underwater. You know he wants to. I mean, that's the other thing they don't get. These executive orders, they're the same as going, I made a big boy boom boom. Like, they're not law. They're not anything. He's executive orders, right?
Well, but what they are is they force the federal government to act in a certain way. He's saying that the executive branch has to follow this guidance, and so that's what the lawsuits are about. Is do they have to follow this guidance? Is this guidance even legal? And but until a court tells them to stop, then that's the problem with the executive orders. Is unless a court tells the executive branch not to do it, then it's going to be done.
Well, you just retweeted the breaking news from ACLU, and sometimes you have to read things more than once to go, is this ACLU says Trump deported a child U.S. citizen with metastatic cancer without medication or consultation with physicians. This is the second child with cancer he's deported. I mean, how is there a human that goes, that's okay?
Yeah. How do you as a Republican look in the mirror every day and go, you know, it's a little mistake on the road to the freedom that we really are going for in this country? How do you square that?
Well, you said it best. You said next time you have a choice for president between a candidate who will do this and the candidate who won't, even if everything else is exactly the same about them, choose the one who won't. Right?
Yeah. I mean, if I wanted to be a real a-hole about the 2024 election, if I wanted to be a real a-hole about it, you know what I'd say? I'd say, if your big issue was Gaza and Palestine, then that would have been your top issue if Harris would have been elected. It would have stayed on the top of everyone's mind because everything else would have been running smoothly. Or as smoothly as it had been. But now with this cluster F of things being done by this administration, all of a sudden, for a lot of people, that issue just got pushed way down. And it's still a big deal. It is still a huge thing. But it's just not what people are thinking about. So by not voting for Harris, and again, this is if I wanted to be an a-hole, I would say this. I would say that you made your issue less important by not voting for Harris.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we take some cold comfort in all this polling, going like clearly even a hefty slice of Trump voters are going, oh my God, this is. But I mean,
I love. Paul Krugman had wrote on his Substack. I think it's a Substack. He wrote, we might need to thank Peter Navarro for saving us from authoritarianism, because Navarro's ideas have helped tank the economy, or teetering on tanking. We're going to get there, and that is the thing that is turning public opinion so much against Trump.
And you're right. It's gonna get worse. I think it's like 40% of like ships from China are empty. Like they're the big box retailers are saying the empty shelves are coming.
Yes.
I mean it is. And I can't read it enough. Let this sink in. Trump has the lowest 100-day approval rating of any president in the past 80 years.
Yep.
I mean, that just doesn't happen by accident. Your new piece. Sometimes you don't know how else to. You said one tale of how the Trump administration hates Americans. It's the only way, in some ways, you can make sense of this, right? Is he just hates us? I mean, he I don't know. I think he knows he got thrown out in 2020. Like, who knows? You said we can laugh as Donald Trump bumble us all into oblivion, sleeping at Pope Francis's funeral, saying dumb all the time, not understanding what his own administration is doing, just looking like a shabby used car salesman at a lot near the airport in some godforsaken small Midwestern city. God, what an embarrassing buffoon. Meanwhile, Trump's savage minions, with his dullard approval, are regularly doing actual real-world harm, and not just into huge constitution-breaking ways like denial of habeas rights in court or arresting judges. Sometimes you have to dig a little deeper to see how terrible life is going to be for the next few years, at least in the devolving United States. I mean, the hardest part is that we're only 100 days in.
Yeah.
Right?
And the amount of damage that will be done by the time this is over. I mean, the piece is about Lowndes County, Alabama.
I was just going to say, I didn't even know this until can I just say, by the way, we kid for 20 years now, but you are brilliant, and you are so dead on,
really are.
In your writing and in your social media. I can't get enough of you. And I mean that. I mean that in a dirty and a non-dirty way.
Oh, that's okay. We'll share a double-sided dildo of justice.
Thank you. And you know what? America thanks you. A grateful nation thanks you for your service.
I'll bring my assless chaps next time.
Well, good.
Fantastic. Chris Campine, the only employee I make get naked. I love you, Vibrants. Okay, tell me the truth. How many different beauty potions do you have sitting on your bathroom counter right now? If it's more than just Vibriant's Super C Serum, listen up. The ingredients in just this one bottle can replace your day creams, your eye creams, your night creams, neck creams, wrinkle creams, dark spot reducers, made right here in the US of A with the highest quality ingredients, including vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, vitamin B5, vitamin E, and Super C Serum delivers noticeable results. And I love that citrusy smell, and my skin feels fantastic. Simplify your skincare routine. Get a healthier complexion and minimize those wrinkles and dark age spots. It's all right in this one little magic bottle. If you don't find it better than your current skincare routine, you can get a full refund. Just go to Vibriance.com/Stephanie. You can save up to 37% and get free shipping. That's VIBRIANCE.com/Stephanie.